Yeah. Hello and good evening, everyone. You are welcome to this our first meeting today. You are welcome to our first meeting today on the business partnership deal. Yeah, I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. Um, all right. So we don't have to wait more. We expect everyone that is attending the meeting to have joined. Though only 6 people are here now, out of say 13 or 14 people that actually showed interest and those that are committed. Okay, let me just ring on WhatsApp again and see whether one will join. Start, okay.
Try to join the Zoom.
Okay, please, we are waiting for you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, anyone that has joined the Zoom may not speak. Just ringing for others to speak. Okay, I hope you can see my screen also. So maybe we share the link with them later on. Mm, right now, the business. Okay, the business partnership proposal, as we have it, uh, some of us that attended the initial meeting, that's the ideas roundtable, will have known about this, and I even have shared this with most of us. Um, the business proposal is that it's a new company that we're starting, and it will be owned by. Our initial plan was 6 to 11 people to own it. However, the interest we have now is about 13 people, plus this year, that's 14. And anyway, it's not bad. Um, anyway, we say or more. Then to hold 2 million share capital. Hello. Apology for that. Hello, Mr. Okay. Please join the Zoom meeting. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So my internet disconnected. This Starlink has been giving us issues all day. Yeah. So I'm using my phone now. Okay. I hope you can hear me. I don't know which point you heard me reach before, but let me just take it again. Now, the startup company is a new company to have 6 to 11 people. However, we have up to 14 people now. And we intended to have a share of 2 million naira, so which we are actually pulling more than that now. So I'll give the breakdown and the analysis subsequently. Yeah, then we say to operate multiple businesses in contracts, ICT, retail, multimedia, renters, there's services, providing services. Yeah, the point to agriculture, then trading, and so on like that. Then to be registered, we propose that it be registered in April earlier, but we couldn't beat it. So this June now, that's when we are going to register the company. And what we have made provision is that every shareholder should be included in the registration documentations. Then 5 shareholders will be directors running business based on specialties and experiences. Yeah, and you know that the essence of even bringing people together like this is that the expertise that one person has, we bring it to table, that everybody has, we bring it to table to operate the business. Now, then the profit sharing will be based on the level of investment in the business, and there will be additional 5% finder's fee for anyone that brings successful businesses. This definitely the whoever have 5%, when the profit is being shared, we get 5% of the profit and 10% and all sorts like that. Then shareholders are willing to continue will be allowed to withdraw shares within 6 months of the startup. So somebody asked me again that, oh, if somebody said that is not doing again, you shouldn't get the whole the whole money that invested in the business back and all sorts like that. But we make it liberal. If somebody said, okay, within this period, I'm not interested in this again for one reason or the other, we can allow the person to pull out. The share value will increase to 500,000 or 250,000 for 10% or 5% after company registration for new entrants. What this means is that once we register the company, anyone that wants to join the company, it won't be the same price that we the pioneers join the company. So the shares is going to increase at that level to join. Now, this is the, I hope we are hearing me. Can somebody respond, please?
I can hear you, Mr. Chooks.
That's fine. Okay. So these are the names of the partners that show the interest. Though not all have committed, and you can see the percentage that everyone showed interest in. Then going forward, we see the committed partners now. DCL, ₦1 million for 50%. Then we have, I didn't put names here so that not to divulge personal information or so. Yeah. So the first investor put 100,000 naira, showed interest for 10%, which is supposed to be 200,000 naira, but he deposited 100,000. The second showed interest for 10% and paid full. Third, show interest for 2.5 and paid full. Fourth, show interest for 10% and paid 150, remaining 50,000. Fifth, make the show interest for 5% and paid in full. So those that paid in full are in bold. Yeah, then the sixth person, 5% and deposited 20,000. Yeah. So these are the dates of their payments. So for now, we have 1.62 million naira. Then those that have showed interest and have not paid, and those that have balance to pay, like the first now paid 100,000 naira, remaining 100,000 naira. The fourth person paid 50, remaining is it 10%? Paid 50, that's remaining 150. Oh, okay. No. This one is that the expected, meaning that the balance that are remaining from those people. Now, the one that pay 100,000 have 100,000 of balance to pay. The fourth, the one that paid 50,000, 150,000, have 50,000 to balance. The fifth one, paid in full. Oh, 5%. Oh, I hope I didn't make error here. The fifth person, let me check. The 55% are made full 5%. Okay, so this one's supposed not to be here because he has paid in full. So the 100,000 I will leave here. Then the one that paid 20,000, remaining 80,000. Then from 7th to 13th, we are still expecting commitment from them. I got that, okay, they will pay very soon, or something like that. So we are still going to decide what we are going to do going forward from here. So I did simple analysis here. Please let me correct this figure. Okay, so this 5% will be out of it. That is out. So this one will be 1,180. Okay, and 1,180 here will give us two. All right, I think I'm good now. Yeah, so the value expected now from the interest shown, we are expecting 1.18 million naira. And we have the value that has been taken, 1.62. That's the cash we have now. Then the percentage expected, we actually have it as 50% DCL, 50% others. But at the end, we have seen the value that have been taken now as 92%, 92.5%. Meaning that from those that have shown interest, I'm not talking to 1.62 now, I'm talking to 2.8 million naira. So with that, we have 92.5%. So if DCL is taking the 50%, it means that DCL is going to add 42.5% to make another 92.5. So then, at a point, I was advised that even the shares that we give, that we're supposed to have a reserve. Meaning that reserve means that people that want to join later on, maybe they are not at this point, but they want to join the business. So that shares, we can actually sell it to them. So that share will just be open. It doesn't belong to anyone. So as it is now, we have 92% from partners. Then we have 92.5% from DCL. So in that sense, we have 185%. Then plus the 15% that is reserved. That makes 200%. So this 200%, we can now bring it to 100%. So that we now base it on the 100% rate. Then the business proposals, they diversify into multiple business areas. So these ones are the ones listed now. So we will still populate it more later on, maybe from advice from some of us in this meeting now, when we are contributing any other thing that we think that we can add to all this. So we add to them. And because we require all these ones to be in the registration document, so that when it is being registered, everything is captured inside it for future use. So we have digital consulting and training, surveillance and asset tracking, systems design and support, IT infrastructure development, multimedia productions, hospitality and entertainment, CoSpace and STEM programs, business management and outsourcing, realty and estate management, lobbying and advertisement, digital recycling, importation and exportation, new tech investment and startups. This one means that if we see a viable business or a startup, we can actually invest in it, we can acquire it. Yeah. Then home automation and green energy. So it is not exhaustive. We can add to it and we can remove from it based on our considerations. Now, next actions, company registration. Definitely by next week, I'm going to start the registration process. So in this June, we ensure that it is completed. Inclusion of all committed partners in CAC documentation. Now, you can see the list that I showed before, there are everybody that show interest. And if you see at the commitment level, it's just only, let me see, we have, okay, only 6 individuals have committed out of the 14 entities that we have. So there's concern around, everybody that have showed interest, that say that I will pay, we should use them, we should include them, or just only that we go with those that have committed alone. So we're going to decide that one in this meeting also. Then we are going to talk about the appointment of directors. The ones that we think that are very important. Now, managing director, one, the company secretary, and this will double, okay. I think company secretary, okay. Company secretary will double as director of legal. So in that sense, legal and compliance will leave this place there. So managing director, company secretary, stroke legal and compliance, director legal and compliance. Then we have director of finance and account. Then we have director of projects. So I think these 4 positions are important to fill up at the early stage here. Then somebody raised concern of the remuneration for the directors too. We'll talk about that one here also. And again, the company name, the registration, I talked to a lawyer last week to say, okay, how much do we register a company at 2 million naira, 3 million naira, 4 million, 5 of. So he said from 4 million naira to 5 million naira, you should be planning of 6,000 naira because it's based on the number of directors and the share capital that it comes to. Then if we have a better alternative too, we can go for it. We are not compelled to anyone. Then the compliance registrations, that's like FRS tax registration and all sorts. Though the first year like this is tax exemption, but we still need the VAT registration, then the TCC of exemption too. Then ITF, NSITF, PPP, and every other documentation that is required for government contracts. This price is based on the one that DCL did early this year. I think it's 450 or so that DCL did. So I just put it at 500,000. Okay, so the name, company name, new business. I've been on this for a while, and as ideas coming to me, I went to CAC Portal. That is a public search. Put them a lot of names that comes to mind. They have been taken. So those ones that you see here now, they are not on. They are not registered in any way on the CAC platform. Now the first 3 lines actually come from my thoughts. I have to engage a chat, a GPT to give suggestion of sub also. So from this 4 to down, so we have just mix of ideas and all sorts like that we have. So these are suggestions. They're not exhaustive. I will discuss it around and we pick whichever works for us to register. Then, okay, the motto, okay. This one is like a motto or slogan, touching you everywhere, touching every sector. Yeah, we can come up with any other idea too. So it's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, this one has been taken. All right. I think I've exhausted my presentation at this point. So we open the floor for comments, questions, and other discussions and decisions to take. And we'll go ahead. Maybe we should take comments first, then without go to next action to pick what and what we're going to decide on those ones. So thank you very much for coming, and the floor is open now. So please, when you want to talk, you can open your camera, see your face, and you introduce yourself, and so that we can know ourselves. People that are here now, we are the ones that have shown interest, and most of us have committed to this. So we're at the stage of knowing ourselves. All right. Who goes first? Everybody should talk. Hello? hope I'm not alone here. Hello? Who is talking? Israel. Maybe I should just pick one by one like that. Israel?
Hello, I'm
Yeah.
here. Sorry.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here, but it's kind of low.
Oh, I hope you heard everything I said.
Yeah, I have to put my phone closer to my ear.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, professional service in every sector. Is that a motto? What? Dr. Joe. Oga Chris. Okay. If we don't have a comment, maybe we should just go to the action points and see where to go from there. Okay. The business proposals. Do we have anyone to add anything again to these ones we have? Do we have anything that is not covered? I want us to add. Next Drive Multi Services Limited. Okay. Okay. Somebody suggest. Next Drive. Okay. Multi Services. Services. We say Nigeria.
Let
me see.
Mr. President, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
That is Dr. Oswald.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there should be any Nigeria there. In my own suggestion, sir, I'm just suggesting. I don't think there should be Nigeria there.
No.
Nigeria,
I thought that you put Nigeria. I've seen it's a solution.
Solutions Limited, yes.
Yeah, then
Yes.
we don't want the name
The
to
next
be
tribe is from one of the suggestions you brought.
yes. You don't want the thing to be too much too. Maybe we should remove solutions so that it will be Next Drive Multi Services.
Okay. Not bad. The Next Drive on the Core Next looks nice to me though. The Next Drive and the Core Next sounds cool to me.
Sound what?
That's it. Sounds okay to me. Just my own suggestion, my own humble suggestion. And then the other one is a suggestion for the
For the motor, right?
The motor, yes, because touching you everywhere sounds somehow, in my own humble opinion. Then touching every sector Is what I twisted to be
Okay,
professional services in every sector.
okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, just my suggestion.
All right, thanks for that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who's talking? Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
I've been trying to speak since. I don't know.
Oh, we didn't
Yeah.
hear your voice until now.
Okay. That's fine. My name is Chris.
All right, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much for this proposition, and I listened to all your recommendations and challenges. When you are doing a project of this magnitude, it's very important that you are able to gain grounds. You understand me? With what you have, and you move on with what you have, than carrying a whole baggage and which in the long run may become liabilities. So I pray and hope that you'll be able to have a direction and firm up the number of shareholders, so that you can start getting traction. Then, in respect of the name, yeah, whatever name you choose, first of all, you should be able to get a name that is sellable and is acceptable. A name that will be able to speak, you understand me, and announce the organization even before you even make an introduction. Then the payoff you choose. Let's put it at the back of our mind that majority of these things are inception. We are just starting, which after 2 years, you may decide to do a review and change them. They are not cast in stone, especially payoffs, because you don't register them and you don't trademark them. And you have to be very careful, because some of those payoffs you see, you are picking up, somebody somewhere may have it already. Then the next thing is, you have copied our payoff. So let's try by all means. All those things are by the corner, by the side. Then I think the main issue now is we should try by all means to see how we can have a direction on who is the MD, and what kind of remuneration are you going to give the MD? Then looking at our project propositions, it's like we are doing a whole lot of different things. Yes, it's good. But one thing I've come to realize that when you are a jack of all trades, you become a master of none. You understand me? What if my appeal is, with the capital and resource we have, we start somewhere. Then as we start gaining grounds, you understand me, then we diversify to a whole lot of those listings we have. That's my two cover recommendations for now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that. All right. One, yeah, it's a good idea that you said that's okay. We shouldn't be master of none. Yeah. So we just prone to what and what we can. The essence of having diverse like this is that we thought that okay, the shareholders will be a pool of professionals. So, and we don't want to leave anyone out in case we have business from that aspect, since we have somebody that can actually handle it. Yeah, but we can still streamline it as it is, like this. I know that even when we want to register, to get to a point that maybe the CAC we said you have to streamline this, you have to streamline this. Yeah. So, and that's the reason why they usually use general merchant in some of the community. So that general merchant means that you can actually do a number of things, but something like real estate, what again? Those ones, I think those one requires specialty for registering them. And even that one too, I think if you're into real estate, they do school. So you have to, because they know that in real estate, big money come inside. So you have to go to NFIU to register there to be able to know that, okay, this is what you are doing in case when every money enters the account, the EFCC will not be chasing you up and down. So we have to consider all those things. Okay. All right. Any other comments? Okay, on the businesses, we leave it as it is. If there's no other suggestion on that, and okay, the registration, we're going with it then. Yeah. Then the okay, a decision that we have to take, and that Mr. Chris has raised now, is that waiting for everybody. It may mean that we don't want to do anything. Yeah, because even somebody that has paid since April now, or since first week of May, will be thinking that it means that we are not serious if we are not doing anything. So, what do we do about this? If we have that, let me see the people in the pool. Okay. All right. Can I just use my administrative power to give till next week? While we are gathering the documentation and preparing for registration by next week. So if by next week, Friday, you don't see anyone, we go with whatever we have. And that will be the end of entry into it until after registration. So I don't know, maybe that one is accepted by all. Anyone opposing that? Okay, no. So we give till next week because some people have talked to me really. That's okay, they will do it and also. But by next week, if we don't get anything, so we're going ahead with it, with what we have. And the next meeting, the subsequent meeting will be with those people that have committed and that we're doing the new with, the business with. Right? Then the MD, company secretary. Now, the company secretary, I think we could use the lawyer. We could use the lawyer that will register the company to be the company secretary for now, unless we have any somebody with legal background that could hold that position. Yeah, then the director of finance and account and director of projects. So definitely director of finance should be an account person. Should be an account person. Yeah. And if I look at right, it's a suggestion for company. Okay. I think it's fine. So okay. All right.
Hello, Mr. Shego.
Yes, sir. Your voice is low.
You say what?
I said your voice is low. Are you far
Maybe
from the
I live in the suburbs, so my voice can never be high enough.
God will bring you to town in Kubwa.
Okay, God will bring me to Kubwa, Abi. Never see something yet.
All right.
And Kubwa is town, Abi. Don't deceive yourself. Anyway, for me, my appeal is this: the organization is at its inception stage.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
And it's like you are sailing a ship. You are just trying to see, or you are lifting a plane. You are still trying to run the ground run. You have not started lifting. You are carrying a whole lot of burdens. Are you hearing me? My appeal is at this point, you kind of reduce those portfolios to such a way that they are manageable. You understand me? Then as you progress maybe a year into, then when you've seen the financial outlay, the flow in, then you can boldly say, okay, we want to employ this, we want this. So for now, what you do is you use consultants first until you are able to have a total direction, maybe 6 months or 1 year into the business. You cannot ascribe it. I know that there are some big organizations with big portfolios. It's after maybe 2 years, then I say, okay, now that we have a direction on our finances, come and give me a full staff list or a partial staff list. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I hope I'm communicating.
Yes. Yes.
So from inception, carrying those kind of different portfolio, different titles, it can weigh down the system. It can weigh down the system. Maybe at this point, the key person you need is a chief operating officer who will have a total picture of all these things. Then when it comes to, okay, the person doing the legal this thing, the lawyer, he can register the organization for a fee. Not that he becomes a lawyer for you understand me? Then the what do you call it? The director of finance. You understand me? Within us, you understand me? Somebody can offer that service for a while, depending when the portfolio gets bigger. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Yeah, I agree with you. But one thing is that when we want to register, we have to include the name of directors in the registration. At least you must have 2 directors. So that's the reason why we're bringing this up. Shareholders are different than the directors of the company. Yeah, we may not say, okay, maybe director of legal, director of finance or something, but because instead of just registering director, that's the reason why I just added this to it. But we must have at least 2 directors.
Now, in that case, if that's what you are looking at, please, it's better you have a total picture of what the inclusion you are making. Because after 5, 10 years, you may start fighting a battle for the soul of the company. I'm telling you the truth. Do you understand me? After 5 to 10 years, you may start fighting for the battle of the organization. And the first thing they will say, you are not a director. You are not this. I'm a director. I'm a bona fide director of this organization. That is where you see the story of your life.
Can you put your phone towards your mouth?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's better now. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, please and please, whoever you are choosing as a director this or director that, you have to be very careful who you pick. If not, 5 to 10 years down the line, you can see yourself fighting for the soul of this company. I hope I'm communicating.
Yes, I understand that. Okay, so what is your suggestion? As we need to register with director, so how do we?
It's simple. Let's look for a seasoned lawyer. You understand me? That can advise us on how to go navigate this present this thing as we go to what do you call it, as we go to CAC. We need to advise us on how to navigate this. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other suggestion?
Hello, can I make my own suggestion, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me start with the name. The name usually has something to do with the idea behind the company. You understand? Maybe like it puts solutions, trying to provide solutions. Yes. So you usually have to have something behind the name, not just an arbitrary name. Or maybe initials of the founders or something. That's my own suggestion. Then the other one of directors. Yes, you need director. You need somebody to start driving it from day one. You need to have MD or temporary MD. You need to have somebody driving it, because not all the directors will be there every day trying to make sure it works. Somebody has to follow through to make sure that whatever is set up, the secretariat, the administrative part, to go look for the business is on. So it's important to have directors or managing director or whoever. So it's important to do that. So that's my own suggestion at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. But that first one that you said, I don't seem to get your point in that one.
Oh, okay.
Talk about
what I'm saying is that the name of the company.
Yes.
The name of the company, there's usually a story around the name of the company.
Oh, okay.
Either the person's name, initials of the founders, or based on the, for example, if you say IT solutions, we're here to provide IT solutions. If you put general solutions, that means anything, any solution, life is full of problems. We're here to solve, to provide solutions. It's just now to find maybe some kind of acronym that goes with those solutions that has meaning to everybody. Knows, okay, if this is the reason why the name is so. Understand? That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any suggestion around that?
No, like I said, you already have solution in that thing. So what I was suggesting,
solution. Okay.
You already have solutions. So what I would suggest is, if you take, for example, the initials of the people that are going to start it, you can put AYZ Solutions, for example. Or you can use, okay, since it's going to be full of real estate, you can use those ones. Real estate, what's it called? There are other things you listed. They are consulting. It's just something that to have a meaning at the end of the day. It's not just a name, but it has a meaning. You understand? For example, if you talk about HP means Hewlett-Packard. There are two people that started it. So it's their name that they compounded to make HP. You understand? So something like that, Walmart, all those things, they come with, there's a reason behind. So 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, explain to people, this is the reason why that name is there. The name is not arbitrary. Do you understand? Just some reason. It doesn't have to be big deal.
Okay. I get the point. Okay. All right. Any other suggestion? Yeah, then okay. I forgot to mention the office, the business office. So we'll be using the DCL office in Kubwa. Yeah, for now. Okay, any other suggestion, please? So I'm using this. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to quickly add that in the case of the directors, I know I stand to be corrected. I think you can actually have as many directors, but not all of them will be signatories.
Yeah,
So
sure.
maybe, yeah, so on the CAC registration, you can have as many people, those that have said we are starting, we are committed and everything to the whole process. They can be there as directors and shareholders, but they don't necessarily they don't have to all be signatories when it now comes to, maybe it will now be those few people. I think that one will now address the aspect Oga Chris was talking about, because there will be challenges later if some partners are not registered as directors while some are. So it's better everybody's name enters as directors. But when it now comes to day-to-day operations, because that one is CAC will accept it. But when it now comes to the side of opening a bank account and all of that, you don't need everybody to be a signatory. You can just select out of the directors in the CAC documents, maybe 2 or 3 or 1 or 2, like that. That's usually how it's done from what I can recall. And so that's for that.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. I actually forgot to mention the signatory too, which is one of the reasons why we're proposing the directors. Now, in the in the CS registration, there's people with significant control. Yeah, those are the ones that have the shares. Shares, the number of shares, and those ones are those that have more than 5% based on the share Kama. Yeah. Anyone that has 5% or more, yeah, is people with significant control on the business. Then the directors could be appointed. They may not necessarily be the shareholders. Could be appointed to run the business, to run the day-to-day activities of the business. So, but the reason why we're saying this one is that because it's from beginning here now, and we want a situation whereby, okay, it's we that we are running the business for ourselves. So definitely the directors could be changed by the resolutions of the, okay, it's the board of directors that would, that we even take the resolution. Yeah. But the shareholders are actually the owners of the company. They are the owners of the company. The directors are just those that are running the company, which may not necessarily part of the shareholders. So it's just another advantage if a shareholder is a director.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Hello? Hello? Did you say you can't hear me?
I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay. All right. So that's it. Okay, we will give a thought around this again, because at least to register for to open an account now, because we can't be using DCL account for another company. Like, okay, if we get a job now on the company's name, are we going to say, okay, pay to DCL account? So definitely we have to create an account for the company, and definitely at least 2 people will be signatory to the account. So that's one of the reasons why we actually need to appoint director. Definitely, we are talking about MD, the managing director. Anyway, the DCL is in control of the business now, and then we can bring up the managing director. Anyway, I can't be so, but we'll find a way how to handle that. Yeah. So, and the company secretary cannot be a signatory to the company account. So we will give a thought around this also. We'll still consult and see how we can handle that. Then the director of projects, yeah, we can say director of operations and project. So those 3, that's what I just think that they are important. So we'll look at how we can handle that further. Okay, the company name will come about that too. We have WhatsApp group, so communications will be going on in the WhatsApp group. And just like I said, by next week, if we don't see response from people that have said that they are committed, yeah, we have to go ahead. So maybe next time, when we think of another one again, we can get many people involved in that. I actually try to diplomatically manage it so that some people can enter it. And really, last week, I think 2 people paid, yeah, to actually, and if we have closed it since that time, they wouldn't have paid to enter it. So, any other suggestion? Because we should be closing.
Hello, sir.
No.
Hello, sir.
Any other suggestion going forward?
Yes, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Uncle
Is there
Joe,
anything?
you've not talked.
Is there anything like hello? Is there anything like branding there? Branding, color, logo, and all that?
Who is talking?
Israel Dasco.
Who is talking?
Israel Dasco. Israel.
Okay, we can't hear that.
Israel. I say, is there any
other suggestion, please?
Anywhere that is I can't see anywhere that we have a branding like color, logo. Hello.
Sorry, I was disconnected again. Okay, so any other suggestion before we close, please?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to say something. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I can hear now.
Yes, I say, is there a need or a provision for branding, color, logo, and all that for the company?
Yes, definitely we do that, but that will be after registration. So whichever name is registered, so we now start to do the branding and all sorts.
Okay, sir.
You understand? Okay. Because we have a situation like that, our NGO that we registered, we have been using a name before, BST Series Foundation. We went up and down, they didn't take the name. We even submitted several ones, they didn't take. So until the name changed completely out of our range. And all our branding before has been around BST Series. So now we have to be changing everything again. So we wait for the registration to complete before we start the plan. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Okay, sir. That's fine.
Yeah. Any other one? Uncle Joe, you don't want to talk? Now only you never talk today.
Yeah, I'm listening keenly to the contribution that the rest are making, so I will. Okay.
Do we lose you? I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said I was listening actively for as others were making their contribution. So that's when it's something that I have to chip in, I will. Okay.
All right. That's fine, sir. Okay. Thank you very much. So if there's no other thing again, I think so we have to end this meeting so that we can continue to do other things. I'll share the recording in the group for those that didn't participate. With any other suggestion that we have, we can put it across in the group. And from there, we take it off. And any updates that we have also, I'll be pushing it in the group. Next time, we also have a meeting to put it across. I don't know why many people didn't attend. Yeah, but they will watch it in the recording. So, thank you very much for participating in this meeting today and for showing your interest. We pray that our working together will work for our benefits. In Jesus' name. There's no Muslim among us. All right. Okay, thank you very much. So this meeting has come to end now. You are all welcome. Good night. Good night.
All right. Good night, sir. Good night, sir.